Did you know this about King Arthur? Long ago, in a land of knights and castles, a great king was destined to rise. But before he was King Arthur, he was just a boy, an orphan raised by a kind knight named Sir Ector. Arthur had no idea who he truly was. At that time, Britain was without a ruler. The great King Uther had died, leaving no known heir. But a powerful wizard, Merlin, had a secret. Uther's son was alive, hidden among the people. One day, a mysterious sword appeared in a stone, with an inscription: "Whoever pulls this sword from the stone shall be the rightful king of Britain." Many strong knights tried, but none could move it. One day, young Arthur, searching for a sword for his brother, pulled the blade free with ease. The crowd gasped. The boy no one noticed was now the true king. But his journey had only just begun. Arthur had many questions about his past, and Merlin was there to guide him. The wise wizard trained Arthur in leadership, justice, and battle. He taught him that a true king does not rule with strength alone but with wisdom and kindness. As Arthur grew, he gathered loyal knights, brave warriors who shared his dream of a peaceful and united kingdom. He built Camelot, a grand castle, and in its great hall, he placed the Round Table. This table was special. There was no head seat, meaning all knights were equal. Among them were Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain and Sir Galahad, the bravest knights of the land. Together, they vowed to protect the weak, fight for justice, and defend the kingdom. But peace would not last forever. Danger was coming, and Arthur would need to prove himself as a true king. One day, Arthur faced a powerful enemy who threatened Camelot. His sword from the stone was strong, but it was not enough. Merlin led Arthur to a mystical lake, where the Lady of the Lake appeared. She held out Excalibur, a sword of magic and legend. "With this blade," she said, "you will be a king unlike any other." Arthur took the sword, feeling its power and strength. Excalibur was no ordinary weapon. It could cut through iron and stone, and as long as Arthur held it, he could not be defeated. With this gift, Arthur led his knights into battle, protecting Camelot from all threats. But Merlin warned him, "Great power comes with great responsibility. Use it wisely, or it may bring your downfall." Arthur listened, but he did not yet understand how true those words would be. Arthur was not just a warrior, he was also a man who loved deeply. He married Guinevere, a beautiful and kind queen, and together, they ruled Camelot with justice and grace. But love can bring both joy and sorrow. Arthur's most loyal knight, Sir Lancelot, and Queen Guinevere began to fall in love. They did not wish to betray Arthur, but their hearts could not resist. When the truth was revealed, Camelot was shaken. Some knights saw it as treason, while others felt pity for the star-crossed lovers. Arthur was heartbroken but could not ignore the betrayal. The kingdom that once stood strong began to crack. And in the shadows, Arthur's greatest enemy was waiting. Arthur had a half-sister, Morgana, a powerful sorceress who despised him. She believed she was the rightful ruler of Britain and plotted to destroy Arthur's reign. Using dark magic, she created an evil knight, Sir Mordred, and sent him to challenge Arthur. She also tricked Arthur into giving up Excalibur, making him weaker. With Camelot already divided by the betrayal of Lancelot and Guinevere, Morgana struck at the perfect moment. She spread lies and fear, turning people against their king. Arthur now faced his greatest battle, not just against swords but against doubt and betrayal. Arthur knew that Morgana and Mordred would not stop until Camelot was destroyed. So, he gathered his remaining knights and rode into battle one last time. The battlefield was filled with clashing swords and cries of war. One by one, Arthur's knights fell, but so did Mordred's army. Finally, Arthur faced Mordred himself. With one powerful strike, Arthur defeated Mordred. But in the battle, Arthur was also wounded, a wound no healer could cure. As the sun set, Camelot stood, but its greatest king was fading. As Arthur lay dying, his loyal knight, Sir Bedivere, carried him to a quiet lake. There, the Lady of the Lake awaited them. "Throw Excalibur back into the water," Arthur said. At first, Bedivere hesitated. Such a powerful sword should not be lost. But Arthur insisted. When Bedivere finally cast Excalibur into the lake, a mystical hand rose from the water and caught it, pulling it beneath the surface. Arthur was then placed on a boat that carried him to Avalon, a magical island where it was said he would rest until Britain needed him again. And so the greatest king of legend vanished into the mist. Though King Arthur was gone, his story lived on. People whispered that one day, when Britain faced its greatest danger, Arthur would return. Camelot fell, but its spirit of justice and honor remained. The stories of Arthur, Merlin, the Knights of the Round Table, and Excalibur inspired generations. And so the legend of King Arthur became eternal, a tale of courage, honor, love and destiny. Perhaps, even now, Arthur still sleeps in Avalon, waiting for the moment when his people call for their true king once more. Like and subscribe for more stories like these.